guys. We're watching top 10 ghost videos to scare you silly by Nuke's Top 5. I do not claim ownership of this video. Go watch it first. I'll give you some seconds. Alright, that's it. Ghost in the mosh pit. Yeah? What? Ah! Why'd you just fart?
Hopefully that got in the video.
Sorry, Bob.
I can still smell it! That was gross, Dad. He put his booty bum in right near my face and farted.
I hope it's super loud in the video.
I don't see the ghost.
So a very big guy goes charging into the mosh pit when suddenly he seems to get clotheslined by someone or something that is completely invisible, and he goes flying backwards. Now, that would be weird enough, but his friend helps him up, and then he seems to get forcefully yanked backwards again by some unseen force. He even seems to get dragged backwards along the ground. So is this just the ghost of an angry metal fan? Is this guy just an incredible mime? Or what happened here? You tell me.
Can you win with the weakest weapon in Survivor? IO? If we're talking weakest weapons, it's definitely the katana. Other weapons have their strengths. Revolvers pack a serious punch. You can down bosses with 3 shots. Shotguns mow down mobs with ease. Got a problem? Point a shotgun there. Not a problem now. Baseball bats have 360 degrees attack range. Kunai autolock and autofire. Just the katana left. That's useless. With blade waves that only hit left and right. You gotta run when mobs come from top and bottom. Bah, since we've already got one, let's upgrade it a few times. Made it to 8 minutes. First time. Evoed into a demon blade. Whoa, its attack heals you. I don't have to run all...
Caught on camera. Instagram user Satanic Tacos, aka Heather, says she is skeptical of all things paranormal and doesn't believe in the afterlife or ghosts. But late one night, her 1-year-old son wakes up very upset and doesn't stop crying for over 2 hours. Bizarrely, the motion detectors on the CCTV cameras around Heather's house were going off too. She checked her recorded CCTV footage, and to her shock, just after her child starts crying, one of the cameras outside catches something downright creepy.
What is that?
A strange translucent figure seems to appear right out of the wall of the lower deck and can be seen walking through the snow away from the house. Heather says she has no idea what this could be and is a little freaked out about the timing with her son's crying. Now, as for myself...
You're right, this worked way better.
Did that ghost cause the kid to cry?
Usually, I would just say that this is a compression error in the camera and that it's blurring a person who is walking in darkness. But everything else here in the video is perfectly clear, and the footage is well lit. So, I'm a bit confused myself. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Girl on the Road. Now, this next creepy video was sent in by a very nice Nukes Top 5 viewer, but it's an old clip, and the source is unknown. The video is believed to have been recorded in the West Java area of Indonesia, and it shows 2 men encountering something horrifying on the road.
Đấy, còn có balik, ayo, balik, ayo. Mana? Ay, lain mana? Nyala.
What is that?
Dah kritik nama. Dah kritik nama ini. Kasih. Insyaallah. Allahu la ilaha illallah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Nanti itu tuh la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Did that thing just fly?
encounter what looks to be an extremely pale figure of a little girl. Even more terrifying, as they get closer, the figure seems to float up into the night sky above them. Now, because I don't know the actual source of this video, it's impossible to check its legitimacy in any way. But, real or not, it's definitely very creepy. And it certainly shocked me when I first watched it. I was not expecting the flying. Crying in the dark. Hair.
Oh my. Hearing any sound that only like a person or a record.
Everywhere before I left.
Hearing a sound that only a person or a recording of a person could make in the dark is terrifying. Like, laughing in the dark is terrifying. Crying in the dark is terrifying. Yelling in the dark is terrifying. Like, just imagine you're exploring in a building. And in the dark, you just hear a... That is terrifying.
Paranormal investigators Jordan and Johnny from the YouTube channel Paranormies set out to investigate an old house in Manitoba, Canada that's believed to be haunted. The story goes that in the 1960s, a woman named Rachel discovered that her husband of only 2 months had run off with another woman. It is said that neighbors heard Rachel sobbing uncontrollably shortly before taking her own life.
Oh, she took her own life because her husband, only 2 months in, her husband cheated on her. And she took her own life because of it. That's just sad.
Cut to current day. It is said that in the house, lights turn on and off by themselves. Strange written notes have been left behind, and loud, disembodied sobbing has been heard coming from the basement. Not long after the
Okay. Crying, laughing, giggling, yelling in the dark is terrifying. But coming from the basement? That is even worse. That is more terrifying.
lights turn on and off by themselves. Strange written notes have been left behind.
Okay.
Like an hour and a half.
Okay.
And loud, disembodied sobbing has been heard coming from the basement. Not long after the Paranormies start their overnight investigation, the guys decide to head down into the gloomy basement. That's when investigator Johnny hears and captures something downright chilling.
What was that? You heard something? Yeah, it sounded like a kid's voice.
Ready.
It said, ready? What did it say earlier? Did it say child? Yeah, it did say
It sounded
child.
like a kid's voice coming from down here. I don't know if I want to turn these lights off. I was going to turn them off.
Johnny is shocked when he hears the sound of sobbing coming from somewhere down in the basement. The guys now believe that the spirit of Rachel might be with them. Meanwhile, earlier in the investigation, the Paranormies set up 3 separate motion-activated REM pod devices on the main floor of the house. As they're investigating down in the basement, they hear something truly bizarre.
You heard that? Footsteps upstairs?
Heard it.
REM pod?
And then another one?
The investigators hear footsteps right above them, and a static camera records as 2 motion-activated REM pod devices are triggered by something moving around on the main floor. Then a light turns on and off on its own. Jordan and Johnny decide to set up a laser grid and point it towards the kitchen and living room on the main floor, right beside the basement stairs. As they are discussing just what might be going on in the house, they capture something very disturbing.
Even when I said, okay, it's at RAC, am I okay? Like, thank you. Like, I don't need you to...
What?
Do you want... What? Shut up. I said, like, here, it's at RAC, am I okay? Like, thank you. Like, I don't need you to. See what? What? Shut up. Really? Rachel, are you
Right from here, this way? Like over this way or that way? Between the letters.
Even when I said, like, here, it's at RAC, am I okay? Like, thank you. Like, I don't need you to. See what? What? Shut up.
An odd misshapen shadow figure darts across the ceiling in the living room right in front of Johnny. The two investigators rush over to check out the area, but find nothing and no one. So just what is this? Did the Paranormies team capture the distraught spirit of Rachel? Let me know what you think. You can watch this full investigation and many more spooky videos or on the YouTube channel, Paranormies.
And we can see the screen here. We've got our little truck rolling, and we can deploy. We've got the available energy costs in the bottom right, the 16 there. And each
Caught in the headlights. Now this next video is not in any way related to the paranormal. It's actually the official music video of a very popular Mexican rap group called Cartel de Santa. And it's been viewed over 64 million times on YouTube. But many confused fans pointed out something very spooky that happens near the beginning of the music video. Pay very close attention.
What is that?
Did you see it?
Yes.
In front of the car, the headlights illuminate some bald grayish figure crouching in the bushes that suddenly stands up to look at the couple before quickly disappearing. Many fans... Did you see it? In front of the car, the headlights illuminate some bald grayish figure crouching in the bushes that suddenly stands up to look at the couple before quickly disappearing. Many fans believe that the rappers might have accidentally recorded something
Making that up. People don't just disappear.
For seconds. Do you know what? That was incredible. But now that I've seen Philly do it while doing a headstand.
bald grayish figure crouching in the bushes that suddenly stands up to look at the couple before quickly disappearing. Many fans believe that the rappers might have accidentally recorded something paranormal on camera. But, of course, this could simply be a crew member that was accidentally caught in the video shot. But if it's a crew member, that leads to many questions. Like, why is he gray? Why is he crouching in the bushes? Why does it look like he's not wearing a shirt? And why does he move in such an odd and creepy way? Even after the many confused questions and comments, the group has never released a statement about who or what this could be. So for now, the identity of this man, or whatever that is in the bushes, remains a mystery. Bewitched. Now this next video is one of the strangest paranormal videos I've ever seen. So TikTok user Luca from Nashville, Tennessee is out delivering packages one day when he suddenly spots something very bizarre in the skies above.
Hey, so out making deliveries, and what is this? There's a floating broom. Look, it's just...
That looks like a broom! What the heck?
floating. Like, seriously. There's no wire, there's nothing it's connected to, it's... What is that? Seriously. It's just and it's moving too.
Now, I'm honestly not sure what to make of this video. This object, that does look very much like a floating broom, is obviously not a kite or a balloon, and it doesn't appear to be suspended by wires or a drone. If it's CGI, then it would take a visual effects expert to track this effect in with such a shaky camera. Also, Luca has no other videos that contain any CGI or anything even remotely paranormal. Luca claims confirms that the video is 100% real.
By the way, it was a floating broom. I did not see any wires. There was no drone. I gave a pretty good view above and below it. Guys, I swear on my life, there was nothing above it or below it. It was a floating broom. I don't know if somebody was doing a voodoo spell or if it was it was a floating broom. I've never seen anything like it. I don't ever want to see anything like it again. It was real. I don't do CGI. I don't know how to do that. It was a floating broom, okay? I'm just as stumped as you are. I happened to be the person that rolled up on it.
So I have no idea what this could be. Is it supernatural? Is it a, quote, glitch in the Matrix? Or is it just a very elaborate hoax? You decide. Followed. Ghost Hunter Martin from the YouTube channel Martin's Junction sets out to explore the abandoned and allegedly haunted Nepali house in the middle of the jungle in India. The house is so secluded and hidden away that the only way to get to it is by crossing a slippery log over a river. Before he heads out, Martin sets up a static night vision camera at the log to record as he makes his way towards the house. Now, the house is empty and full of bats, lizards, and snakes. So after a bad fall, Martin decides to head back home. But something might have followed him. As Martin attempts to cross back over the log, things take a terrifying turn.
What is that?
Like mediums are like a light in the dark. So if you're on, you're like a light and they come to you. Last night I was like overtired. I was just with the kids and I was kind of on. And as I laid in bed, and you could ask him, like I was so overwhelmed. I kept feeling this woman and I kept saying, I hear them, I hear them. This woman came to me and she was like yelling and I kept felt this anxiety. And she was like freaking out. Anxiety to the point where he felt my anxiety and he's like, you know, are you okay with it?
What is that? What is that?
And she's yelling and like she won't stop and then I heard a little and she was like crying but then she was humming and singing so I was getting these different emotions and I felt like they were connected somehow but I was tired so I wasn't really tuning in so I was like we gotta go right now, not right now and I kind of shut it down and it wasn't until we started driving here that I was like oh my god I think it has something to do with today because then I started flashing back and I don't know anything about what we're doing. I don't.
Yeah, I didn't tell you anything.
You didn't tell me anything. I just know we're in cemetery, but I knew it was connected, and then I started seeing flashes.
Something dark seems to be lurking in the jungle behind Martin, but every time the ghost hunter checks the area behind him with his flashlight, whatever it is has disappeared. The mysterious figure appears several times and disappears just as fast. So what do you think happened to Martin? Did he fall by accident? Or did some dark, vengeful spirit follow him back from the house? Let me know. The Abandoned Asylum. Lead paranormal investigator Kaylee Love from the YouTube channel Love to Investigate reached out to me about a very creepy video she recorded in an old abandoned mental asylum in South Wales, UK. Kaylee says that she was alone with a fellow investigator exploring one of the decaying asylum's many buildings. Without knowing, she captures something absolutely chilling.
Oh my god, is that? Oh, it's pretty cool, that is.
What was that?
Smells like an hospital in this park, definitely.
Did you see it? At the end of the hallway in front of Kaylee and her team member, someone appears to be standing there, just watching her, before simply disappearing around the corner. Kaylee says she didn't see anyone there at the time. In fact, the odd figure was actually pointed out by viewers in her YouTube comments. So could this be the spirit of a patient who tragically passed away at the abandoned mental asylum? I leave it up to you to decide.
Oh, it's pretty cool, that is. Smells like an hospital in this park, definitely.
Thanks so much for watching. Please follow me on Instagram here. Follow me on Twitter.
Alright.
Okay, because there's an extension from time, but I keep getting like like, so I don't know if it's just like.
Remember, guys, like, subscribe, comment, and turn on that notification bell.
I would say probably close to 9.
I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.